Hey there YouTube, it's Math Bowler with my first of two videos from the Baseball Card Castle sale. I don't know if you want to call it Black Friday because it was done the weekend before, or if you want to call it a Thanksgiving sale, but they do it this time every year. And so they spread out over 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I went on Thursday, that's this video, and I also went on Saturday. That'll be my second video. So this video was from Thursday, November 19th, 2020. My next video will be from Saturday, November 21st. So who knows when this video is going to get shown, but just so you know, that's when this was from. And what I really like, actually there's a lot of things I like. They have $5 bins, $10 bins, 20% off items, 50% off buy one get ones. So I kind of went hog wild, and you'll see what I mean. I picked up a total of 28 Pittsburgh autographs, and most of them, I think all but two of them or three of them were Pittsburgh Pirates. So I'm just going to go in the order, kind of some type of order. The first items you're going to see were from the $5 bin, which there wasn't much of a $5 bin. It was just one rack with a bunch of autographed photos that he probably acquired from someone else's collection and was just blowing them out. So yeah, I had 28 autographs this first day I went, and I got a really good deal on them all. So we got Chad Scott with some kind of a little bit of a generic authentication, but no one's faking Chad Scott. So I don't have him in my collection. And him tackling Hall of Famer Terrell Davis. I think Terrell Davis is in the Hall of Fame. That's pretty cool. And the other $5 photo I picked up, now I know he was a Super Bowl 40 member, and he added the inscription. We have long snapper Greg Warren, Super Bowl 40 champs. Pretty cool. Alright, that's a nice little start. So in the $10 bin, I hit the $10 bin a little bit decently, nothing crazy, but I went for it, and I picked out 5 items. So this first one I'm going to show you is from Chuck Tanner's personal estate. It's a signed photo of him in an Indians uniform. Not an original photo by any means, but a nice big bold signature right there. So that's cool. He was the Pirates manager for the 1979 World Series team. And to add to the coolness here, well, this one's more sentimental in a way. We have Ron Klein. I work with a co-worker who was related to him, so $10 might be a bit on the high side for him, but I picked it up anyway. 3 more $10 items, and these are awesome. These are so cool. They're All Star ballots. Back when they had those little holes, you had to punch through the hanging chads or whatever, if you remember that one election, but that's pretty sweet. So Pirate representative Evan Meek, who added the 2010 All Star inscription. Joel Hanrahan, who was on the 2011 team. And then we have Jason Grilli, who was part of that magical 2013 season. And I'm not going to try to get anyone else from the 2013 Pirates representation on there. That's just too much of a project right there. $10 each. That's really stinking cool, actually. I've seen the Evan Meek before. I've seen the Joel Hanrahan in that $10 bin. But when I saw the Jason Grilli, it's like, okay, I need to buy these like now. And, there's actually some sentimental value with the Evan Meek, as he was the very first foul ball that I ever caught. He pitched one up to Austin Kearns, and I caught it on the one hopper right down the first baseline. It was really exciting. So the rest of this video is going to show you a bunch of Pittsburgh Pirates autographed 8x10s. And I started to put them in some type of order, some semblance of order here. These were all players whom Jeff from Baseball Card Castle had in his store for signings, because he's really good about having in-person signings. Not now, obviously, because of the health situation, but most of these photos were $24.95, so they were 50% off, so we're talking $12.50 a photo. But he knocked, he kind of gave me permission to just go hog wild, which I did, and he knocked them all down to $10 a photo. There was a couple of them that were a little more expensive, but yeah. So $10 a photo. Except 2 of them were more than that, and he actually did charge me $12.50 or whatever, but the rest of them, yeah, there was still some that should have been more than that, but he was really cool about it. So, first up, we got Mark Melancon, whom I think I only picked up one of his. Yeah, he was... Let me try to do a compliment sandwich here with all of these guys. This ought to be fun. I think there's 8 different Pirates that I picked up photos for, but I only got one of Mark Melancon. So let's do compliment sandwich time. I'm going to have some fun with this. So, Mark Melancon, really, really dominant closer. Wasn't flashy like Aroldis Chapman, but was really dominant. There's the compliment. Let's do the negative. The negative, he was really tough to get in person at stadiums. He blew me off a couple times. I was trying to be nice because I had a really one important baseball. But eventually I got him to sign it when he was a member of the Giants. Grr. Compliment. Best inning I ever saw someone pitch. He threw 5 pitches. First pitch, broken bat, soft ground out. Next guy up, punched him out in 3 pitches. 5th pitch to the next batter, broken bat, soft ground out. Amazing inning. He wasn't the power pitcher like Aroldis Chapman, but I would have taken him over Aroldis Chapman any day back when he was still the man. So, yeah, Mark Melancon, Mark the Shark. All right, next up was Francisco Liriano. I picked up 3 of his. Let's see, compliment. Oh my gosh, he was such a great strikeout pitcher. That slider of his was so amazing. Let's see, a negative. And he was tough to get. I have 3 game-used baseballs that he has pitched. I only was able to get one of them signed ever, and I tried probably close to 10 times to get this guy to sign them. And, you know, he just was not in the mood to sign. I got one of them, though, thankfully. So, and then to compliment this guy again, it was really cool that he came back to Pittsburgh for that little bit, just in his role was okay having not a starting pitcher role. So that was cool. So we got 3 from Francisco Liriano. Man, the blackout game, the Cueto game, the 2013 wild card game. I mean, that was just amazing. Those are some nice pictures, too. So, yeah, if you're a Pirates fan, hopefully you're enjoying this little, me just blabbing on. We got Ivan Nova. Let's see, compliment sandwich time. Compliment. Well, let's see. He definitely was a good starter for a bit there. He was their opening day starter. Or maybe it was just a home opener. I think it was the opening day starter. It snowed that day. That was pretty cool. A negative, gave up a lot of home runs later on. Positive, I caught one of those home runs. Yeah! We got Ivan Nova. So we got 2 of his. Okay, so let's see. Moving on, we have Tony Watson. Okay, I'm going to have a tough time coming up with some negatives on Tony Watson. Let's see here. Compliment sandwich. He was an excellent 8th inning person, the setup man. Him and Grilly were awesome. Him and Melancon were awesome. You know, you could even throw Jared Hughes into that mix of 7th, 8th, 9th. I mean, there was a stretch of like 3 years where if the Pittsburgh Pirates were winning after 6 innings, game over. Their 7th, 8th, and 9th inning people were just amazing. You had Watson, Melancon, Grilly. When Grilly was gone, throw in Jared Hughes, Watson, Melancon. It was just amazing. A negative, I can't think of any negatives. I mean, whenever he started to lose, you know, some of his amazingness, it wasn't as impressive anymore. So we'll just leave it at that. Oops, I am trying to move something here. All right, trying to fan all these out a little bit too. So we have some Tony Watsons. Picked up 3 of his. Yeah, like I said, if you're a Pirates collector, this is probably pretty cool. I was stoked. Like I said, I went kid in the candy store on him. He gave me a really good deal. Next up, we have 4 from Jordy Mercer. So, compliment. That ball was in and out of his glove so fast. That transition that was so fast. Negative. I actually was not always a fan of Jordy Mercer. I liked Clint Barmas because I think defense is sexy. Even though Clint Barmas really didn't hit much, but back to a compliment. Jordy quickly won me over. He's also a really nice guy in person. So I picked up 4 of his. And I'm trying to fan these out a little bit, but darn, I'm running out of space. I don't think I took into account the fact I have so many autographs to look through here. Next up, we have Chad Kuhl, who, you know, beat Clayton Kershaw in his debut. Super nice guy. The 2 times I met him to get autographs from him on game balls, I said, "Oh, this is the ball you pitched." Both times he asks me, "Who'd I throw it to?" You know, he wanted to know like what the story behind it, which is really cool. So I picked up 4 Chad Kuhls. to get all these players from the 2013 to 2015 era, that's amazing. It's a sweet looking photo. And to finish it off, we got Big Joe Musgrove. So I got 2 of him. This was the only person he charged me like $12.50 to get, and that's fine. It's cool, man. But oh wait, we're not even at Big Joe yet. Oh, that's right. We got Big Joe and we got Steven Brault. These last 2 are last 2 for a reason. I'm going to show you 2 Pirates players who actually took pride in being baseball players. What I mean by that is they weren't just hitters or pitchers. They also took pride in being batters, pinch runners. They would pinch hit with these guys. They would pinch run with these guys. Back before this past season when they decided that National League pitchers weren't baseball players anymore, and they just decided they would let other people who were a liability on the field, who stunk at baseball for half the game, not have to field anymore. Yeah, I'm rambling. Lots of respect for Steven Brault. Really fun, really cool guy, too. Got 2 of his. He's been super cool the times I've interacted with him. And then we have Joe Musgrove. I mean, they would pinch hit with these guys. And Steven Brault hit an over 400-foot shot in, well, it was in Colorado, but you still get the point. And we got Big Joe Musgrove, my nephew's favorite player. So, yeah, 2 of his. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make that, oh, whoops, that stuck from one of the other ones. Yeah, I got a bunch of autographs here. I'm going to try. I tried to fan these out a little bit on this table while I was doing it. Maybe a little bit of sensory overload here. But there we go. My trip to the baseball card castle, where I literally picked up 28 autographed items here. When it was all said and done, it was a little bit, just under $10 an item. So, I mean, I racked them up. It was beautiful. So this is my first of 2 videos. My next video will be coming up. Won't have this many autographs in it, but there's going to be some quality as well with that. So I always appreciate if you like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Take care, everybody.